Hey everyone, welcome back. We're finally doing the interior speed build of the dollhouse that I did last video. So if you haven't seen that, this is the interior of my last video. So the last video we built the Victorian dollhouse, and today we're going to furnish it. So I'm not furnishing it the Victorian style, I'm just kind of doing a theme for my Barbie sim. If you watched the last video, you know that. So we just kind of start off with a study, and basically for this house, you'll see that I keep a basically pink and white and gray scale. So actually what I do at first is I start furnishing it with color besides pink in some other rooms, but you'll see that I go back and change that. So you'll see kind of cuts in the videos because I had to cut out those spots where I already built a bunch in a different color because I just didn't want you watching the whole thing of me building it and then going back and taking everything out and changing it. So I would say there's not really a set theme in this build, not really modern, not really traditional, kind of just a mix of them, I guess, or I kind of just put in things that I thought were a little bit dollhousey, but obviously still livable. So actually for the bathroom, you'll see that I do it in yellow first, yellow and kind of teal, the accessories, and then I go back and I'll change that to pink later. But I actually do another bathroom right above this one in the same little shape octagon thing. And I build it an exact replica of this bathroom. So you'll see I'll skip over that when the time comes because I didn't want you guys to watch me build the same bathroom twice. And I kept them the same just because I don't really know actually. I just didn't really want to do another bathroom, especially because I was doing them in the same spot. It's kind of hard to do different styles in each one, but I probably could have if I tried. And you'll see a lot of accent walls, but even for the accent walls, I keep everything to either pink or white. I start off with color, but you'll see that I go back and change it. So this table here, I just did it like at the front door because I figured it would be like a little table where you just go in and throw your keys and whatnot in. So actually right now what you're seeing is before I scaled it down. So there you go. All right, you'll see that the living room that I did. And then now it's smaller because actually I don't think it's smaller yet. I don't know. But because I did end up scaling it down after I started the interior. Yeah, no, it's not scaled down yet. After I do the kitchen actually is when I scale it down. So it's less wide, the house. And you'll see I use too many window seats in this build. I don't know why I got really excited with the window seats since I discovered them last time, and I just used way too many. So, and I moved around the windows at the back a lot, you'll see, and I do change the window curtains as well. So what you see now, it will change. And one thing I'm really upset that I forgot to fix was I forgot to do tile in the kitchen. So usually when I do a build, I just do the whole floor like wood, and then in the areas that I want tile or different flooring, I just add in over top. But I completely forgot to do tile in the kitchen. So I'll probably fix that if I actually play this house. I haven't had the chance to play it yet. But yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. So if I was going to do a tile, I'd probably keep it fairly light. Maybe a white tile or a light gray. Yeah. And I was finally able to do like full top cabinets in this build because there weren't a ton of windows where I did the kitchen. So I actually remembered this time and I fixed that. So right now the kitchen is a nice size. So when I do scale down the house, the kitchen kind of suffers in size a little bit. So it does end up being pretty small and a little bit cramped, but it is still kind of cozy, I guess. And I really did like that divider, but I wasn't able to keep it when I sized down the house, just because I thought it was too crowded. But I do end up putting it upstairs on the upper level. And so if you didn't notice the cut in the video, the house is smaller now. And here's where I go and just fix up what was kind of ended up getting squished in the kitchen, and I redo the living room. So I do get rid of that yellow wall. I wanted to kind of do yellow in this build with the pink, but I don't know. Yellow's hard to work with, and I did kind of change my mind with the idea of what I was going for the inside, because I wanted it to be more based off my sim than the actual dollhouse theme, I guess. So the sim, if you didn't watch the last one, is a Barbie, so I just wanted to kind of keep with that theme. And you'll see for the curtains, the reason I did them kind of beside the windows as opposed to fully covering the windows was because I want it to look like you do have the option to fully close the windows, but I wanted the light from the windows still to kind of come in and for the room to look bright. So I wanted it to make it look like the curtains were just pushed open. So now we're kind of moving on to the living room area, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do for this because if you saw before, I already did it once already. Because I did want to stick with, you'll see those pink couches that I put in. I kind of wanted to stick with those and that kind of theme, but I didn't, there was things to match it, but I didn't really like them all together, if that makes sense. Oh, I jumped back to the kitchen apparently because I forgot to add some decorations. I thought that flower pot by the window was cute because I just picture it getting sun from that window, and it's nice and bright. It's the only thing I think I did that wasn't pink. And I just kind of add, I guess, clutter to the room over here so it's just not empty. I can't remember if I keep that Kleenex box on there. I think I do. Oh, here we go. We go finally back to the living room. What I wanted to do here was I wanted to put the TV on that bookcase because I like how there's an opening, but I felt like the TV was way too low if you were to put it there. I really wish they had kind of units that were similar to that bookcase, more kind of like a wall unit where you could put the TV on. But unfortunately, at least the packs I have and the base game or city living, I guess, they don't have that. So I just decided to put it on the wall and add a fireplace. And again, if you can see, I went a little crazy with the window seats. So I probably shouldn't have put that many now that I think about it. But I don't know, like I did them ones behind the stairs because I had the bookcases behind the stairs, so I kind of wanted it to be like a little reading nook. And then I felt like that window in the living room needed one just to match the other ones, but it probably didn't need one. And then I put one by the front door just because I wanted to put something, I guess, at the front of the house. But yeah, I just need to calm it down next time with the window seats. And so the upstairs, I actually make just one bedroom. You could have easily, I could have easily put more bedrooms in, I think. But she doesn't live with anyone right now, so it wasn't really necessary. If I need to add bedrooms later, I could easily add a small one in on the top floor. So I give her a nice master bathroom and closet as well. If you see my other builds, I really like to do the kind of walk-in closet. And I actually don't do matching floors from downstairs, what I usually do. I did just a slightly different gray one. So the upstairs one is the basketball flooring, and I can't remember what the downstairs one is, but it's just kind of one of the wood floorings. So the only thing I show you for this bathroom upstairs is I do a different accent wall than downstairs. That's the only thing different. And you see, this bedroom actually kind of ended up looking like the kids' bedroom I did in my last build, not the dollhouse build, the video before that. It wasn't intentional, really, but they kind of do look similar. Just because I guess the theme I went for was pretty similar, but it's not 100% the same. So I think in my next video, I'm going to try to do a pretty modern build because I talked about doing a lot of modern stuff, but I haven't done any yet on my channel really, I guess except the first video, which even that wasn't super modern. So I think the next build I'll keep it really modern, because that's honestly my favorite thing to do. I've just been trying to push myself out of my comfort zone with these last few builds. And again, I do the vanity thing. I do it slightly different than I did in the last build, but I keep it pretty similar. I do get rid of the lights at the top of it, but maybe I could have kept them. Just add a little bit of extra brightness. And you'll see I add in these gifts here. I do get rid of those gifts and add the different like shape gifts, if that makes sense, from the holiday pack. I think it looks cute, just like she went shopping and those were kind of like wrapped up at the store. And here I'm just kind of adding stuff to the sidewall so it's not so empty on the way to the closet. So I figured she'd have some maybe hampers tucked away under there. And I really hate these curtains up here, and I use them throughout the whole upstairs because I just felt like I didn't like the other curtains even more. For the rounded ones, it was really hard to like cover them properly. So they're just gonna have to do, but I really do hate those curtains. So if you're looking at them and thinking like, why would you use those curtains? They're so ugly. I didn't want to. I had to, okay? And my closets, I pretty much keep them the same. So if you've seen my other builds of these closets, you're probably like, you're doing the exact same thing again. But you know what? I don't really know what else to do for a closet, so they are going to be pretty similar within my builds if I do a walk-in closet. And the only difference is I only used the pink purple colored clothes, whereas usually I try to do a variety different color of the clothing because it's a Barbie. She only wears pink. Or at least that's what my Barbies were like growing up. So this main room, since it is just kind of big and open, you'll see I kind of just make it a little like sitting area. Nothing too useful, I guess, that area. It's just for fun. And I use some of the stuff from the City Living pack that I've never really used before. So I've never really used those seats or that, I think that rug's from the pack too, yeah. I've never really used that rug before, and I just kind of fill it up. Honestly, that tree with like the branches in it with the little pink things by the chair is one of my favorite things, like decorating wise. It's just so pretty, I think. I would love to have one like in my actual house or apartment or whatever. It would be so nice. And here I just kind of want to fill up the wall. I don't keep those ones. I go with something else, but yeah, I don't like too many bare walls, if you've noticed at all. And here are the screenshots. So thanks for watching. And I actually include some screenshots of my sim at the end if you want to see that. All right, bye.